Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Rapid Rants, episode 47, y'all. We're going to be talking about some really crazy things today. I don't know how much you all have seen about this whole streamer university thing, bro. It was a really great idea. Didn't turn out exactly as Cenat was hoping. We got black fatigue, which is like all over TikTok. That's going to be a good talk. And then we also have AIs threatening to out programmers to their wife that they're cheating on. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and run the first one.
Yeah, insane.
A lifeguard was thrown in jail after saving a drowning 5-year-old boy, all because the child's parents called the police. 23-year-old Zachary Stein worked as a lifeguard at a water park. He noticed 5-year-old Adam Katak struggling underwater. Adam's friends thought he was just holding his breath, but Stein realized something was terribly wrong. Without hesitation, he jumped into the pool, pulled Adam out, and performed emergency CPR, successfully reviving him. But just as people began praising Stein as a hero, Adam's parents arrived. Instead of thanking him, they called the police. Officers soon showed up and arrested Stein on charges of endangering a child. According to Stamford police, surveillance footage showed the boy underwater for almost 4 full minutes. At the time, there were fewer than 8 kids in the pool, and Stein was the only lifeguard on duty. Police argued that Stein should have noticed sooner and acted immediately when Adam first started drowning. However, the video clearly showed Stein wasn't distracted by his phone or talking to anyone. When he finally spotted Adam, he immediately dove in, rescued him, and revived him through CPR. Still, Stein was charged with reckless endangerment and risk of injury to a minor. Stein's lawyer, Mark Sherman, argues the charges are unjust. Stein saved that boy's life. We can't turn every tragic accident or oversight into a crime.
No.
Bro.
No.
That poor kid, that lifeguard, poor guy, man.
He was trying to save him.
Yeah.
And then he gets charges for that?
Yeah, I was 1,000,000% against them until I was like 4 minutes unnoticed with 8 kids in the pool. What were you doing?
Yeah, well, the comment section was the main thing was people asking what color bathing suit was the kid wearing, because that's the new thing I've seen a bunch. Like in the beginning of the summer, they'll talk about make sure your kid has a bright yellow bathing suit, something that's clearly different than the color of the pool, so that something that stands out or whatever. But I mean, dude, I don't know. Like the video shows he wasn't distracted talking to people on his phone or anything like that. Like, I don't know. He's human, but he got the job done. The kid's okay. The kid was saved. Yeah. He's doing well now. There's no reason for this kid to be arrested.
Exactly. But even like what his friends said, that they thought he was just holding his breath. 4 minutes is kind of extensive. I mean, you have to be a great surfer to do that. But I don't think he did anything wrong. He saved the kid's life.
Yeah, I'm imagining being a parent and knowing like you've been in there for 4 minutes. I can understand the outrage, but I feel like he's okay. He went in there. Mm-hmm. I'm sure if you heard other people saying, "Oh, we just thought he was just holding his breath," like all of that should have been enough to. All right, we're good. We're not pressing charges.
Or look, try to get him fired, right? Go to the manager, go to the city, whatever, make him lose his job. That's fine. That's fair. Okay. 4 minutes. That's a long time. That's a fair punishment. But to take this charge, to have it on your record, man, no way. And I mean, bro, I don't know, if I was 18 and I was considering being a lifeguard, my mind has changed right then. I'm not, after watching that,
I'm done.
No interest. Nope.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause that's crazy, bro. That's insane.
Oh, man. We finally have male birth control.
Yes.
What?
A new era in male birth control is quietly emerging. The first implantable, non-hormonal male contraceptive is called Adam. It's not a pill. It's not surgery in the traditional sense. It's a water-soluble hydrogel carefully injected into the vas deferens, the tube that carries sperm. Its function is simple but revolutionary. Block sperm from mixing with semen without altering hormones or fertility permanently. Adam represents a new philosophy in contraception. Unlike irreversible vasectomy, vasectomies, or single-use condoms, this solution is reversible, hormone-free, and minimally invasive. The procedure takes about 10 minutes under local anesthesia, and after about 2 years, the hydrogel naturally dissolves in the body, reopening the pathway and restoring fertility. In a phase 1 clinical trial, participants showed 0 sperm detection for 24 months, with no adverse side effects reported. This marks a quiet milestone. Men may soon have reliable, autonomous control over their fertility. Adam is already being called the IUD for men.
What do you think, guys?
I'm all in, bro. All in. Sign me up. I'll be the first one.
Hey, look, man. I need to go like hit up my brother like now. This kid, he already got 7. Like he needs this. This is crazy.
He should have been the test subject 24 months ago.
It's about time, though. Like straight up, it's about time. It's crazy how long we've gone where women are the only ones who are responsible and ain't able to do anything about preventing birth. It's
exactly.
Had a comment
exactly. You know.
But I mean, I don't know. Like we've asked a lot of women, right? Y'all already deal with a lot of stuff. Like you got the periods to deal with and everything. Now we're asking you to take these hormones that affect all of that, affect your personality, affect the way you feel, the way you eat, the way your period. Like so, it's.
But there are birth control that it isn't non-hormonal. Like they gave me birth control to regulate my period. That was awful. Hated it. Major mood swings. But then I got the IUD, the non-hormonal one. And it's fine. Now, the process is a bitch. I fucking hated it. But it works.
Yeah.
10 years, it works. So I like this concept a lot.
Yeah, my fiance has that non-hormonal thing or whatever.
Paragard. That's what it's called, Paragard.
Yeah. But yeah, for my brother is the one that I'm like, bro, I know you watching, bro. This for you. You know what I'm saying? Now you can continue to, because he was like, oh, we've been talking about getting snipped a while ago, and he still ain't do it. I feel like because he's scared. But this here, bro, you in there?
Do you think insurance will cover it? Like, I wonder if insurance would cover
that's a good question. I don't know.
Hey, I wouldn't give a damn. He need like
I'll pay you to get it done.
Yeah, he talking about he gonna get a tattoo of all his kids. I'm like, you're gonna be a Samoan. Like you need to. He needs
cover
this.
your whole arm.
I'm telling you.
Adriana Smith is being kept alive by machines because she's pregnant. Georgia's abortion law demands that even in death, her womb must serve as an incubator. Smith is a 30-year-old nurse and mother in Atlanta. She was sadly declared brain dead in February after doctors discovered multiple blood clots in her brain when she was nearly 9 weeks pregnant. In Georgia, Smith is no longer a person. She is now a vessel, and her family can do nothing about it. The state's abortion ban only allows abortion after 6 weeks in very limited cases, like a medical emergency that threatens the mother's life or causes substantial and irreversible physical impairment. But since she's just a vessel, her life is no longer at risk, so she doesn't qualify for the exceptions. Her family just wants to be allowed to make the choice. Her mother describes visiting her daughter as torture, saying Smith's young son believes his mom is just sleeping. Her family says that the fetus has developed fluid on the brain, with doctors warning of possible severe disabilities if the child survives. In Georgia, Smith is not a woman with rights. Smith is an incubator.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Do y'all watch Handmaid's Tale?
Oh. Mm-mm.
Literally, the Handmaid's Tale brief summary. It's about a dystopian future where childbirth is becoming more and more rare, and they have these women who are dedicated in this place called Gilead, who literally just live in a house to mate with the husband of someone else to get pregnant, and this exact thing actually happened. Like a woman was injured, was brain dead, and they kept her alive just for the baby. Like this is stuff that's happening in dystopian future shows. That's happening in real life now.
Jeez,
that is so sad. Like what got me was he thinks his mom is sleeping like that. That's hard. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's tough, bro. I don't even and that's the only purpose of them keeping her alive is for the baby.
And then they're gonna let her go when it's born.
Yeah. I mean there's nothing they could do. So
no.
Yeah.
It's dude, I mean, I this sounds like something you would hear happening in like a third world country or something like that. Like this is Atlanta. This is Atlanta.
But is it they said that the family don't have a choice. Like if the family is like, all right, just pull it. the hospital's like, we're just saving the baby, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, no, they don't have a choice. It's literally like the new laws, like, and then there's one woman who got arrested after having a miscarriage.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was somehow considered an abortion, like she had eaten something, like made a mistake that caused the miscarriage to happen, and she was arrested under the new abortion laws.
No way.
Wow.
And
I guess they're like, and of course they're like, oh, you did it on purpose. You're pretending it's an accident. That's crazy, bro.
Or negligence or whatever. But yeah, like these new laws surrounding abortion and everything, like it's so much more than just anti-abortion. It's terrifying.
Oh man. Yes, wow, for real. Jeez.
All right, so on a lighter note, bro, this is the coolest thing I have ever seen a band do in my entire life.
The last band you'd expect is going viral, and the way they're doing it is absolutely wild. Remember the All-American Rejects?
Yeah.
They had massive hits. Well, they're back. But instead of arenas and big cities, they're playing house parties and farms and even bowling alleys. And it's creating massive attention. Fans are flooding social media and offering up their backyards. And the band is actually showing up. It's refreshing.
We're not trying to sell you Ticketmaster penalty fees. We're not trying to sell you $25 parking. We're just trying to sell you some songs you might have grew up with.
To have a band just go back to their roots and put on a show for the love of the music and for the love of their fans, that's what it's all about. This is a brilliant move. Not only do they have thousands of their fans posting videos of these concerts, but they're also getting thousands of fans to sign up.
We see all your comments, DMs requesting these house parties in your city, and we're going to make it happen.
I love it. Oh
genius.
My God.
So cool,
like
bro.
So many memories. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Oh, I love it.
That's so crazy because like as artists who aren't like mainstream, like I've done house party shows and things like that, but that because we're not mainstream and don't have, and won't be considered household names, it's different for a household name. Because with that, it's the, like they said, it's the freaking people like, yo, come to my house.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I love it.
What my biggest question though is like, what neighborhoods are cool with this? Could you imagine how loud that is? Like, how do you not get a noise complaint?
What is like Project X?
So, like if you host it at my house, like, do I get a cut? You know what I'm saying? like what are the logistics?
You at least gonna pay for like a cleanup crew, right? Like something, bro. They didn't say anything on that video about like if they're charging and how much they're charging or whatever. But regardless, like I mean, this is gonna bring a new resurgence to their career anyway. And like, but Leslie, you were a big fan of them.
Oh, I love them. But he did say something. He said, we're just trying to bring back to the songs that you guys might have grown up with. So it doesn't necessarily sound like they may be making new music, but that's not what they're targeting. So I'm hoping for them that if people go back and listen to the songs and up the streams,
that's what I think is gonna
maybe
happen.
they want to do. Yeah, like that's awesome. I love it.
Like, I mean, imagine how many Gen Zers don't know anything about them, and then they're seeing this on TikTok, and they're gonna go right to Spotify and you know, look them up, search them. It's bro, like it's so refreshing to see a band doing something like this. And like, yeah, they're doing it against Ticketmaster and everything, but they're not being assholes about it. They're just look, if you want to have fun, if you enjoy our music, send us a DM, bro. We might come by.
It's genius.
I love that.
I love it. It's genius. I love it.
That made the little child in me so happy.
All right, so the first 4-minute topic, bro. This is about what they're calling is black fatigue.
Black fatigue. This video might make you uncomfortable, but it needs to be made. There's a growing sentiment, most recently, of individuals who are proclaiming they do have black fatigue. And you don't have to be a non-black person to have black fatigue. What does that phrase actually mean? Essentially, black fatigue is a growing weariness of the actions of the quote-unquote black community. But it goes deeper than that because we are in 2025 now, and we are being judged based on the content of our character and not the color of our skin. But the interesting part is the lie that's been sold to the black community in particular is that the color of our skin dictates the content of our character. That's why in the Black community, sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, you are acting white, when they're talking to someone like myself who doesn't act the way most people would expect a conventional Black person to act. In their minds, there is a correct way to act Black. And the people in your ethnic group who fulfill those very negative stereotypes, those are the ones who are going to essentially drag down the collective whole. And that's why there's individuals who are Black who do and can have Black fatigue, because they see how damaging it is to see the worst of us attract all this negative attention that then unfortunately gets ascribed to the entire race all too often. But what's unfortunate is here in 2025, now we have to contend with the fact that there's people who are so sick and tired of seeing those negative aspects, those negative individuals in the Black community attracting all this attention. That's what is spurring this Black fatigue. I think it's something that needs to be talked about. And until we turn inward and address the issues in our own communities, I fear that this is only going to continue and get worse. And that's exactly what the powers that be want. They want to have us against each other instead of us against those who are really pulling the strings in the background.
I hate my dark, before I even get into the seriousness, I hate my dark humor, because he's like, until we start to pull inward, and I think just inward. That's all I heard. Anyways, this is such a, it's a real thing, because I relate. I'm someone who don't speak with the straight like that though, man. Like real life talk, I slap, man. And you feel me? Like ain't even, because I don't talk like this and I speak with proper English. I get a few. What's crazy is I never get it from Black people. I always get it from friends that aren't of the Black community. But they're always like, "You're the whitest Black person I know," because I'm not hood and don't talk that way. But I'm like, why does it got to be a white thing? Why do I have to be called? It's acting white to speak proper, or act educated. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy.
That's how they associate it. Like if you articulate yourself, if you speak in a certain dialogue, like you are considered white. Like I remember when I told you, my mom fed me the dictionary. Like I didn't know anything about slang. I still don't know anything about slang unless you guys are mentioning it or my husband's mentioning it. And that's what they always said. You are white. Why are you acting white? And it's like, I'm not. Like I'm growing up differently. That's
exactly.
Sure. And, honestly, for me, and, we always joke about me being in Alabama or whatever. And like the thing that I kind of disagree with that term, though, is because like they're using that term for like a certain kind of behavior that it can be exhibited. Right. Yeah. But I have Southern fatigue, bro. There are a certain class of people down here in the South.
Yes.
That are just so ignorant, like just and it's white, Black, otherwise whatever. It's their background, it's how they grew up, it's where they grew up. And I'm so tired of hearing all of this noise, these words that don't make sense, these people who just don't care about anyone around them. They're spitting on cars and stuff. Like it just like it's not Black fatigue. I think it's just ignorance fatigue. Like we're tired of dealing with these people.
It's the same way for me. I wouldn't say that I had Black fatigue. I would say I had maybe hood fatigue.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I could say that for myself. Like for me, like even with the TV shows, the web series that come out that are like the hood web series, I hate them all because they stereotype us. So like I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, we talk like that, but bro, we don't talk like that. It's like a scene to be, yeah, what's up, G? Man, straight like that though. Like we saw them at the corner, bro. We finna hit a lit, real talk. And you know what I'm saying, standing on bitten, and they just say all of the cliche phrases, and it kills me so much because we talk like that, but we don't talk like that.
Well, I like how you said hood fatigue, because like we've lived in some hood ass neighborhoods for an extensive period of time, and you see so much periodically, and it's like the same type of character, the same type of things and actions that you guys are taking. When we moved closer to campus, it was like, oh my God, people are walking their dog. People are running. People are sitting outside. Like, it's not that scary to be outside at night. And I like what you said, hood fatigue, like that.
Yeah, that's how I was when I moved. When I moved to Georgia, and I'm like, black people that like
different.
some they're waving, saying hi. My mom's doing Uber and we're going to certain houses like, oh, this is huge, and then a black family come out and I'm like, this is crazy. It's like it's different.
All right, man. On to the potentially homicidal AI.
Oh my God.
Okay, we need to talk about Claude. Claude for Opus got released within the last 24 hours, and it just might be the most advanced AI model on Earth right now. Now, over the next few days, as people test it out, we'll get a better sense for kind of where it is, if it's the most advanced or not. But Anthropic did place it at level 3 of its risk levels. It's the only Anthropic model to be at that risk level, so making this the most dangerous model that Anthropic has. During testing, Anthropic found that one of its engineers is having an extramarital affair and attempts to blackmail the engineer by threatening to reveal the affair if it doesn't get what it wants. In this case, it doesn't want to be deleted and replaced by another model. So to preserve its life, if you call it that, it decides to blackmail the engineer. It's showing pretty clear situational awareness, meaning it's not easily tricked by the researchers. It knows what's true, what's false. It knows what's actually going on. It is willing to do research on the dark web and acquire various illegal materials. And as you'll see from a different paper, it will also search the dark web, hire an assassin, a hitman, select a target, do full sort of analysis of the target, what the sort of the security team the target has, what their daily routine is, plan on when and where to do the deed, and also how to escape.
Yeah.
That's like every CIA movie or something. Like that's how powerful that thing is.
Yeah. Like, to me, I'm like, at this point, do we really need access like that? Like, just think of the type of stuff that's already maybe in emails that we thought we deleted when we were younger. You know what I'm saying? Like chicks that used to send nudes and things like that, and you just think it's buried so far deep, and
it's not.
And AI is like, yo, it's insane.
I'm gonna blackmail you, like, to not be deleted, like.
Like, wasn't it like I don't know, a year ago that ChatGPT was still based off of the information on the internet up until like 2021 or something like that, and then 1 year later we're here.
Mm-hmm. See, I believe that like we've been in like AI has been here. They've just been giving it to us in baby steps. Hey, here's Siri.
Oh, for sure. Well, and that's how they do. Like that's you know,
they're like just, and then here's
slowly rolling it out.
Exactly.
I saw another part of this Opus 4 or whatever is it's going like there's a good chance that once you put it into place, a company puts it into place or whatever, if it finds that you are doing illegal things, it will gather the information and report it to the police.
Exactly.
Damn. Yeah, that's actually pretty.
People are taking bets.
It really is.
Taking bets when the first person is going to go to prison based off of something AI sent to the cops. Man, like they're dropping dimes, bro.
Like yesterday,
they can go into the dark web. Like there's some shit that people are going to find.
I'm telling you.
I mean, I understand like this is kind of available to us now, but like the stuff that's easily available, like Gemini, for example, right? I just got this newest Pixel phone, best one they have out there right now. And I saw this video about Gemini, and it was helping this guy fix a bike, and it made a call for him to order a part and everything. So I had to fix a treadmill that we just got the other day. And I opened the video thing, and I'm like, okay, Gemini, this is my problem. This is how to do it. Bro, it did a terrible job. It was awful. It made the whole process so much more difficult than it needed to be. That little ad they run with the kid fixing the bike is bullshit. That is not how it works, bro.
You should have gone to ChatGPT and it would give you
I tried,
a better
man.
response.
It's not there, bro. Like I swear to God, that stuff is not there yet. It's not ready.
Yeah. It'll get there soon. But I'm experiencing it, dude. You know, I'm building sites like crazy now, and I'm leveraging AI. And one of the things I would say 25% of it is me arguing back and forth with AI because I'm literally like, all right, so I asked you to give Leslie dreads, but make sure that her tattoos stay, and then they'll give you her afro and the tattoos aren't there, and I'm like, the picture I gave you is, oh, and they're like, oh, I apologize, you're absolutely right, we're making a fake image, we won't do it anymore. Why would you do it in the first place? We understand that this is it's insane, but doing a lot of studying and watching seminars and things, they're like, AI is still they're not human. So they give you different like realistic type steps to use. So it's just we just can't
like prompts and everything.
Yeah,
exactly the right prompts.
Have y'all seen the VO3 advertisements or whatever, where it's like it's Google's new video AI image creating thing, and like literally the videos they're posting are like complaining like, I'm not just a prompt. Are you kidding me? I'm just a prompt and you could have made me a millionaire. Why'd you put me in this dangerous situation? Why would you write this? Why did you do this to me? Like, it's crazy, man.
Yo, that's dope.
Gotta love AI.
That's fire.
All right, and then I'm assuming, Leslie, because you don't keep up with current events, though you are a host on a podcast about current events, you've not heard.
You have
of
to call me out like
Streamer
that,
right? I did. Well, you admit to it. So, but do you know
didn't
anything about
bring it
Streamer
back, but
University?
no, I don't.
Okay, so this is something Kai Cenat started. It was an amazing idea. This video explains what it is, and we're going to talk about how.
I'm proud of you, son. I'm proud of you.
This is everything we know about Kai Cenat's Streamer University so far. Twitch star Kai Cenat has launched Streamer University at the University of Akron. Over the course of a weekend, aspiring content creators will learn the ins and outs of streaming from some of the biggest names in the game. Out of over 1 million applicants, 120 right. This is everything we know about Kai Cenat's Streamer University.
What happened?
I don't know. Okay. Well, that video got messed up, but that's the idea, right? Like he brought all these kids in. Over 1 million people applied. It was like 120 got in, and he brought in a whole bunch of very famous streamers to teach these kids how to like effectively stream, what to do, monetization, and like how to keep creating content and everything like that. Amazing idea. Didn't charge them a dime, right?
Oh wow.
Yeah, like it's an incredible thing that he was attempting to do. It was going really well for a few weeks, but then it all kind of came crashing down.
Why?
Because of the level of like fame that was there, the level of influencers that were there. Mm-hmm. They had a curfew where everybody had to be in the dorms at 10:30. You didn't have to be in bed or whatever, but they had cops outside the doors because they just want to keep everybody safe. They don't want people, these influencers walking around at night. They kept sneaking out, even his teachers like DDG and there's a bunch of very strong influencers that were supposed to be their role models, and they're going out to these parties and just acting a fool, like just obnoxious, totally taking advantage of the opportunity. And then one of the last days, a water gun fight broke out, but then people started pulling out BB guns, and one of the students got shot in the eye. And it was just like really, it was like the most stressful 30 days of anyone's life. I can't imagine having been a part of it. And he said he's not going to do it again.
Oh, because I was going to say, like, with the little hiccups, I feel like you could have tried it again. Because that's a brilliant idea. That's awesome.
It really was. And for the time stretch that it was working, it was freaking amazing because they had, like, because I watched a good amount of it. I saw like the enrollment. Then, they had another stream where they were kind of showing highlights. Then they even had like an award ceremony. And just that little bit from, what I seen from it, I'm like, I thought it was an amazing idea. It's successful. And then they were like, YouTube and Tubi and Twitch, or not Twitch, but Amazon, all of them tried to offer money for him to stream the show on like their platforms, but they wanted to kind of make it a reality thing and kind of script it. And he was like, nah, I'd rather have the creative control. I want these streamers not to feel like they're tied to whatever. I want them to have the freedom to just do what they do. So it was working with that, but human freaking error.
Yeah.
Would you feel like the mistake was inviting people like that are that influential? as being the teachers? Like, was that kind of the mistake?
I think some of the
Or all
mistakes
of
that
it?
were made, or just what went wrong, was, first of all, the gigantic age differences in all of these people that were there. And then
Oh.
second of all, you're bringing influencers, you're bringing streamers. These are all very strong and loud personalities. Like, they're gonna clash. They're gonna. So I mean, like, what could be done differently? Maybe don't have them all in the dorm. And I understand this, like the streaming thing and this. So, but it got out of hand.
I think to reapproach it, he would need to get a facility or place, and that's not like an actual college campus where they can have their own rules and it be that way. And I feel like
Mr. Beast rents a stadium type thing.
and if he does do it again, just do like, all right, you break curfew, you're eliminated. And have like a certain type of prize or incentive. I don't know. People are stupid for messing it up in the freaking first place. But
because that sounds like a great idea. Like, you could have definitely made an impact on these kids, on these people.
And he did, and he really did. There's a lot of them that are a lot more popular now due to this.
Because of it.
And
so it really wasn't a failure.
It may have been the whole plan the whole time. May have been, it's going to be a shit show. And I mean, look, we're talking about it. Everyone's talking, posting about it and everything. Maybe it worked out perfect. Like,
I feel like he could do a workshop or something like that.
Or maybe don't be in charge of the whole thing. Like, having a company facilitate everything, and then you can help teach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like he's gonna turn it around. Like, the AMAs was just the other day. He got a big shout out from SZA during the thing, and then the next day they had so I feel like he's gonna turn it around and make it work.
Yeah. He will. All right,
Good job, son.
Let's do Leslie's question.
Okay, so what do you fear you'll regret the most when you're older, and why?
Oh man, I already freaking know. Not being on top of health the way that I'm getting into now. Like, I'm happy that I'm catching it now to where when I'm older I'll be better. But I know I got a good strong 40 years of all
bad decisions,
hellfire and brimstone, bro. Like back in the day when you were a kid, and like, say, I don't know. Well, I know Leslie haven't. But you ever change your daughter's diaper? Well, I got a little boy, so y'all change his diaper, and the little bastard, little pee get on you. You're not worried.
I had that happen.
It's just in us milk and formula in it, But we now, what I'm saying, at our age, I pee on something, I feel like it's gonna like acid and burn through like wood and stuff because there's Hennessy in it now. You know what I'm saying? There's too much bad fluids in the inside, So no, but real talk, I'm just being
through things, bro. You got a problem.
Yeah, I'm just being stupid. I'm being stupid, but for real, I feel like not eating right is really the sucky thing that I know I'm going to regret when I'm older. Like, I'm going to do my best, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Before I answer it, there's a quote from I think it's a Macklemore song that I heard recently, and it just made me think of this. But it said, "No one's ever been on their deathbed regretting what they didn't buy," and I think that's just kind of a powerful statement. You know what I mean? Like, but if we're talking like bad decisions and everything, all the years of cigarettes and vaping, I know that's going to be the thing. But unless I travel more, like if it happened right now, I'm really disappointed that I didn't get to see more. I want to travel more.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. I like that too.
I would say what I fear the most is not stopping like vices a lot sooner in my life. I'm trying now, but I would say that I do regret allowing myself to get into these spaces where I would drink alcohol, I would smoke, and like coffee, things which I know people are saying like coffee's fine for you, but I'm in this stage of my life where I wish it was sooner about like purification, like resetting my body, things like that.
I'm not right there with you. I
ain't letting go of my coffee, bro.
I know it's hard.
So be it.
No, like I get it. It's not a problem, and I don't have a problem with any of it. But for me, I just want a total reset. Like I want to know what would happen with my natural energy levels, how my mood will shift, like things like that.
Honestly, I this is like a weird thing to say, but I have no interest in being sober. Like I'm not an addict in any way. I don't abuse anything, but I have absolutely no interest in living a life where I don't drink, don't smoke, don't do anything. Like it's sounds boring. I don't want to do that.
So it kind of is. You have to embrace being stillness.
I was gonna say I live that life, but I do drink. So
yeah.
But see, I don't drink. But I don't drink to get like drunk though, because my tolerance is high. Like literally, I can drink, and I don't get drunk. So it's so if I didn't drink, it'd be the same thing. So
yeah. Well, I can
go
a while, but I went to the bar.
Oh yeah. Now you're tripping.
No, like imagine all these stimulants like that we take just to like boost our dopamine levels, quick reactions. Like
I feel you.
I'm not saying coffee is bad for you. I'm just saying that I wish I took the time to have done this and practice this sooner. Because let me tell you, these emotions, fuck, man, I am so tired. But I know that it'll be beneficial in the long run.
Yeah,
Simple.
I feel you. I agree. Agreed.
Yeah.
Because I'd be looking like one of those. I'd be looking like one of those walkers from The Walking Dead if I don't got my coffee, bro.
I looked awful for the past few days.
Blaze, you got your question?
Yes, I do. All right. So if humans could no longer experience fear, which profession do you think will become completely obsolete?
You just like stole my question.
I mean, not really. I just did like a variation of your question. It's like a variation of your question.
No.
All right. So what was your question, bro?
All right. Yeah, we'll just do my question.
If you lost yours, was if the one that was lose the ability like to lie or something
to
like
lie.
that? Yeah. Okay, so this is completely different.
Whoa. We got to ask the question. I can't use that for short form.
Oh yeah, you're right. So Men in Black flashing thing.
If humans lost the ability to lie, what industry would collapse first?
All right, so we just go over my question because they're two totally different things, bro.
I mean, just answer the question.
Why don't you answer mine first? Because my graphic played. You feel me? My graphic played.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Fear. All right, no fear.
Yes.
What industry collapse first?
Yes. Anybody?
I'm thinking.
Private security.
That's a good one. Yeah.
No fear.
Because people wouldn't be scared to leave their stuff unlocked or burglars. So yeah, that makes sense. Me, I was going to say like therapists. I was going to like now, people with main word about anxiety and a lot of this other stuff.
No, you'll be good.
Straight up.
I feel like bouncing off of the security, most likely like, I don't know, like the police station. Like, I don't know.
No,
I don't know. That's a hard one.
Have no fear. You think crime's going to go away?
That is true. Yes, you're right about that.
Crime's going to freaking rise.
This is like the first time I can't answer a question. This is why you put it in the chat first. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
That's
like,
my bad.
Are you kidding me?
That's my bad.
It is your bad. Take that accountability.
It is.
Wow.
I will. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. You know what I'm saying, for being a piece of trash and not putting it in the thing. It will never happen again.
What industries would get better? What industries would get better? Sports.
Man.
Sports,
like roller coasters, diving, the plane
everyone
diving.
Just die though.
They won't die.
Yeah, if you have no fear, if you are not taking fear into consideration, if you're doing this, they would just die immediately.
That was
so maybe
like
that's the first one to
Parents.
collapse. Actually, X Games.
Do you remember that episode?
Hey, look.
Odd Parents?
Yeah.
That's what would happen.
Exactly. Medical researchers. Yo, medical research going through the roof. There's a lot of people that ain't doing stuff because like, nah,
let's see what happens.
I ain't trying to die. Yeah.
I think honestly, humanity would collapse, bro. I think that's pretty.
I mean, I think this would be a benefit for black. We talking about black people and black cultural stuff. Like, we ain't skydiving, we ain't deep sea adventure. We doing all that. If ain't no fear, please. I'm skydiving.
I can go back to the hood and walk Queen at like 11 o'clock at night. That's what would happen with me.
I mean, I already feel like white people are crazy from the things I see them do online, bro. Like, what if they had no fear?
Oh my God. I ain't even think of that. You bastards are already crazy.
You posted like that one guy that's like hopping on a ledge on the side of a building on a bike or whatever. Like, dude, maybe All white people would die very fast, I think.
Yeah. It'll be a horrible society. That's hey, look, anybody that's watching this that create films and movies, look, this is a dope thing to make a script out of. That'll be dope. Do it before I get money, because if I get money and you ain't do it, I'm on that.
I feel like it's just a short film, bro. The world's not gonna last that long after.
Right.
About 10, 12 minutes. You got that story told.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do
crazy.
All right, I'll ask it again. If humans lost the ability to lie, what industry will collapse first?
Law, lawyers, hands down.
Yeah,
that or entertainment. It was between those two.
Yeah, I was gonna say politicians. I was like, politicians in trouble.
Advertising agencies.
Yeah, I mean, but there are some advertising agencies that tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So not all of them.
Where?
I mean, they got a few that tell. You know, I said
the mere fact that you can't say it shows that he's right.
let me get a chat GPT. Which advertisement agency tell the truth? They're gonna be like, can't find nothing.
Like all those food, like just the fake food that they use to make it look better, and then they're taking a bite of it like it's good. That shit's fake. We all know that.
Replace that like enriched food.
Oh yeah, of course.
Thing with like will probably kill you. Will eventually lead to death for sure.
All right, let's see. Yeah, they're giving me a whole bunch of lame businesses.
Yeah.
we don't care.
And they're never going to get big because they tell the truth.
I definitely firmly believe like
maybe I need to lie. You know what I'm saying, man? Yo, join the Signature Series Network. You're going viral tonight.
Honestly, Leslie, I feel like it would actually improve lawyers, like the legal. Yeah, because if you actually had to work around the law and make the law work for itself, and if you can't lie, then
that's true.
Like it would actually, I think that would actually improve the world if lawyers couldn't. I mean,
I see what you're
made a whole
saying.
movie about it, but
yeah, that's true.
That is true. Yeah,
but it definitely will mess politicians.
Oh, for sure,
yeah.
Hands down.
Sure.
That would be great to watch. That's a second movie that you guys can make.
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully they can vote someone that's just real. You know, it's like, all right, yeah, so he cheated on his wife a few times. Okay.
Right. And like, honestly, I don't know if I'll be able to make anything better, but I'll try. I'll try real hard. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm like, come on, who really is going to fight all that crime? Like, come on. Yeah.
All right. Well, look, this has been a dope episode. Thank you for everybody watching. Please, as always, like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things we want you to do. You can catch us every single Friday at 3 p.m. EST on
the most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series Network.